Hey, Jane. So I've been kind of digging into your question a little bit more about the options that you have um, to make a recurring journal, essentially journal entry. There's a couple different ways you can do it. So some of the things that I looked at were database, feedback, forums. Journal itself is, of course, just a one-time deal, and a wiki. In researching each of these and kind of digging, seeing what other people have done in terms of trying to reach, the end goal that you have of having a recurring journal, it sounds like database is going to be your best bet. And I'll kind of walk you through how to use this. So I'm just going to label this database journal. This is where you have to have approval required. So a real database, what it is let's say you want, and maybe you do want this, but let's say you want your class to develop a repertoire of different resources available in teaching, um, some way of teaching, making sounds. I don't know, whatever it is. So if there's 20 of these leading methods that they'll discover, then you do a database, and people can put entries into this database, and then other people could click on it and see everybody's entry. Well, if you do approval required and then you don't ever approve anyone, you essentially have a database, but it's for each individual. You just have to make sure you're not approving people. If you approve them, then that would go, or approve their post, then that would go to the entire course. But if you never approve anybody, it'll just stay one on one. And I'll kind of walk through this so you can see how it works. So you should be good there. So now in your journal, you're going to go ahead and click on it. And here you're going to have to choose the fields that you want them to enter. And so if I'm thinking about a journal, you're probably going to want a date. You're probably going to want an area to input text. So we'll call it the journal entry. That should be required. And then this is optional, but maybe you want a place to upload a file. So if they've taken a screenshot, um, if they have some file that's associated with this journal entry, they can put it in there. You don't have to require it though, so it's just a place if they need it. So this is 3 setup area fields. You can choose more than that. You could, do you want them to be able to put a link to the actual, whatever they're referencing in their journal? That's your choice. So once you're done here, going to go ahead and hit save. And now I'm going to log out. So you can see what this looks like from the student end. So if I go here, this test account is enrolled in my Faker class, and I click on this journal. All I'm going to do is click add entry. It's got the date. Here's my journal entry. And then from there, we'll go ahead and hit save. All right, so I won't type that whole thing in again. Save and view. Then it says single template is not yet defined. All right, so let's go check that out quick. Single template not yet defined. So we'll go back in, and you get to choose what the database entry actually looks like. So we'll go into here. So here we'll have to have template. So it looks like that one should work. All right, so let's go back and see if that works now. Okay, so now you can see that I just had to set up the template, which really I just had to hit save. But now this, whenever a student clicks on this, they're going to see what they have entered. So here was my first entry, here is my second entry. You can set this up so it sets up, it goes the other way so that your newest is on top. You just go to, back in your teacher account, you go to, it was set up as ascending if I remember right, so you just set up as descending. But, so right here, they can see individual entries. The view list to me makes more sense. Now, a student that isn't this student. So let me go up. I'm actually going to go back in. I think I have 2 test accounts that are. I'm not enrolled in the course. So I'm going to enroll my other student account, or my other test account, which is a student. So I'll go back to Faker. I will enroll this person. So now I'm going to go in as that. When I click on this journal, I don't see the other person's stuff. But when the other person, so my other test account goes in, they see their stuff. If you go in as a teacher, into Faker, I can see what has been added here. Okay. Now, as far as if you click on this, then it will allow you to, and you hit save, that would be how you would approve it. We don't want to approve it though, so don't click on that. You don't want to approve these because once you approve it, then everybody in the course can see them. The question I don't know, and you'll have to just mess around with this, but I'm not sure how to organize them by account. I guess I can go through it quick. Let's log out quick. We'll go in as my account that hasn't posted yet. So what I mean by that is if you're interested in researching what each person has put in their journal. So we'll go ahead and add an entry. We'll call this test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's nothing in the file field. Okay, so now we have 3 entries. 2 of them are from test 1, 2, 3, 4. One of them is from test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can see right here, this is my test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are my test 1, 2, 3, 4, and test 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try advanced. There we go. So that's how you would filter. So if I wanted my now it's only going to show from test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now again, if I hit approve, then it's available to everybody. But if I never hit approve, each of them have their own version of this database. Hopefully that's what you're looking for.